Hello nieces and niestos, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I missed you guys. I hope you missed me. So, my name is SavingsFashionista. She is I am her. And you have arrived to Nieces Nation. And over here we do mainly things fragrances. So today is Monday. And Monday gives what Monday gives. But I could not leave you guys in limbo for too long. I feel like you're just part of the family, and it's like a commitment now. So, as long as I have the will and the know-all of how to create the content, bring the content, and God leads me to do the content, I'm coming back every time. So, today we're going to talk about this or that. All right, so I want to share with you a fragrance, well, two fragrances that you have seen me, whether it was in hauling or whether it was in some other content, but I think I featured the both of them on this channel. All right, so we're going to just get right into it. All right, so the first fragrance we're going to talk about, this is Rolling in Love by Kilian. Rolling in Love by Kilian, it was released in 2019. The top notes are almond milk, amberette, which is a muskmellow. The heart notes are iris, freesia. The base notes are tuberose, vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. So you guys, this is a almondy fragrance. Very almondy. It's just, this is such a pretty fragrance. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. It is so, this is like a year-round fragrance. Very universal. I think it is, I forgot to write down whether it was considered to be women's or unisex, but whichever, people wear what they desire. This is so good. Okay, so let's talk about the performance. The performance, the longevity. And when I say longevity, longevity means how long do I smell this fragrance when I make skin to nose or skin to fabric, fabric to nose contact. That's the longevity. So the longevity in this is anywhere from 6 hours to eternal, because I featured this before and I talked about how I sprayed it like in a denim jacket, and this fragrance was in that jacket until I washed the jacket. But on skin, you get you about 6 hours. The projection, it projects about 30 minutes to an hour, where I can idly sit and smell my fragrance without making skin to nose or fabric to nose contact. The sillage, this is a very soft, almondy, somewhat of powdery note, and you're getting that powdery note, of course, I'm sure, from the amberette and the musk. So it's a sillage of about 3 out of 10. The fragrance class is an amber floral. The brand class is niche. The gender profile, okay, I did write it down. It is unisex. So you guys, this fragrance is so pretty. I preferably like to wear this fragrance in the fall and spring seasons when the weather is more moderate. You're not too cold or not too hot. You could get away with it year round, but it's something about this fragrance that I completely enjoyed during the springtime when it's still relatively moderate outside, anywhere between 60 and 75 degrees. And it's just breezy, and it gives you a sense of coziness. So that's what I really like about this. Not fireplace winter coziness, but just spring, upbeat. You know, you're in a good space, you're in a very good mood, that type of coziness. So I really, really enjoy it. And it also gives me like spring with your cardigan, sundress vibe. You know how you have some of your like knee-length sundresses that you wear and you're just getting into wearing your sandals, probably got your first or second pedicure for that season, and you're wearing your feet out. So it gives me that type of vibe, but it is a very beautiful fragrance. Okay, so the fragrance that I would like to compare it to, something that I just recently got in my collection. This was a part of my July haul, and this is Velvet Tonka by BDK. So of course you guys know how I feel about these bottles. The bottle is absolutely gorgeous. The juice, it gives you that very warm ambery tone. This is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. So this is the BDK. This only comes in one size. It comes in the 3.4 full ounces. It's 100 ml. The prices varies. I've never seen this on sale. Even if you buy it from a place like Twisted Lily or Lucky Scents, it holds its regular price. I did get this at the same as the BDK website. I did get this from a local boutique. I got this from one of our local boutique that specializes in designer luxury brand items, from clothing to underwear and everything in between. So I got this there, and it was the same price as it is on the BDK site. So let's get into it. This is one of their latest release, not the latest. I think the Grizz Charnel Extract is the latest one, but this is one of the latest release. It was released last year in 2021. Let's talk about the notes. The top notes are almond, orange blossom. The heart notes are tobacco, rose oil. The base notes are tonka bean, bourbon vanilla, amber wood, and amaris. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about performance. And it just came all together today when I wore it today. So the longevity is anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, meaning that you can smell this stuff all day and part of the night, maybe all night, depending on when you take your shower. The projection, I kid you not, I sprayed this stuff on me this morning around 6 a.m. I walked outside of my job, walked outside around 3:05. Got a little wind, and I could still smell myself without making skin to nose or nose to fragrance contact. So for that alone, you know, because I've really never experienced that. I've experienced that with Tom Ford and quite a few of my Bun No. 9s. Not all of them, but quite a few. But to get that type of performance where this is projecting for 8, 9 hours, that's a major plus. Okay, so the sillage, I would say the sillage is, because it's soft, but I did get about 4 compliments out of the times that I have worn it. Actually got one today. I was standing probably about 6 feet away, 6 or 7 feet away from one of my colleagues, and she was like, "You smell so good." And this was like 3:30, 4 o'clock, in between that time frame. So the fragrance class is a gourmand floral. The brand class is niche, and the gender profile is unisex. But today, you guys, this was actually my fragrance of the day. I wore this today. This right here, I was in a whole mood. You know, sometimes when you see me on Instagram, I might post something and say, "I smelled so good today, I wanted to ask myself for my phone number. I smelled so good today till I wanted to hug myself. I smelled so good today till I wanted to kiss myself on my neck if I could." I smell just that good. This right here, if you don't have it, you may want to get it. This is so good. So I went out shopping, smelled this one. It had me at hello, and I purchased it. So, but prior to that, I was kind of reserved about the Tonka, not the Tonka, but the tobacco note. that is in it, it had me a little scared, along with the bourbon vanilla. Although I do like bourbon vanilla, but sometimes when you put like a very strong woody note, like a leather or tobacco, along with a boozy note, it's sometimes it becomes a little too strong for me. It's just too overbearing. But this right here, oh, the musk note, and it has to be coming from this amethyst and this amber wood. Amber wood is really not a musk, but it has to be this amethyst. Okay, so amethyst does not have, it's not a musk. It says that it is a slightly sweet, balsamic, woody, and slightly fruity note. But I can see where that note that I'm smelling, that powdery note, it is possibly coming from that, because that balsamicness with that woodiness and a slight fruit, I can very well see that. But you guys, that combined with the almond, it's giving you a very powdery, sexy note. Both of these give a very powdery note. It's the almond. It's the powdery, nutty note. Not too nutty where you can tell it's a nut, but when you get into fragrances and you start smelling different things and the combination of different things, it just clicks and it makes sense. So I got to figure out a way to kind of convey that to y'all. But it's good, you guys. It is so good. I am so waiting tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be at 12 a.m. tonight, which I need to be asleep, but I may set my alarm. Or if it's going to be like at 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm getting over to Huda Beauty because it's a must that I purchase the Love Beast fragrance. Because these two fragrances, I definitely want to pair that heavy cherry woodiness that K.I. Lee has came up with these to see how they rocking together. So I like them both. Honestly, I do. But if I had to make a choice, whether it's this or that, it definitely would be that BDK. BDK is that girl if I had to make a choice. She works, but you know, as you continue to grow and evolve, she is even better. Do I think that they are the same? Not exactly. I think they are very similar in the same family as far as the almond and the amberness in it. But honestly, I do feel like this gives a more woody, mature smell. And you could actually spray this on a little girl or even a little boy just to make them smell nice and fresh. They're both good. They're both niche brands, but in my opinion, I just think that this girl has gone to grad school. She has her PhD and she's bossed up. She's about that life. You know, she holds her own. This girl right here, she's a pretty girl, nonetheless, very smart as well. But it's something, this is a girly girl. This is a bossed up diva-like girl. So this is like the girl next door, and this is your diva, if you get what I'm saying. So it would definitely be that. The BDK would be my choice. So I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. If you have experienced either or, the Killian Rolling in Love or the BDK Velvet Tonka, please leave any comments below. Let me know if you are a fan of almondy note fragrances. And if you are, share them with me. I would love to explore and see more. So that's all I have for you guys today. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.